Some people are threatened by that which is beautiful. Some people are threatened by the work and the beauty of others. Some people must always live in terms of conflict because never once can they live without conflict, or at least face the conflict that's in themselves. Why are we always creating conflict outside of ourselves? Because we're afraid to face the conflict that lies within ourselves. Saying one thing and doing another. Having this split personality. Not knowing who we really are. And not questioning if we think we do know who we are. All of these things. And so now it seems that we have arrived at stage 2 of Operation Lighthouse, which is, again, now that we have found a land, now that we are in Portugal and we have the Neverland Lighthouse, and that we're also looking to buy the opposing hill. Um, After getting settled in such, we want to start looking and spreading our wings and flying and going further, farther than any man has gone before, farther than any jurisdiction, any government oversight has gone before. We want to work with the free nations that exist and the free nations that will come into birth and being, whether it's Christos and Renata's community, whether it's working with Pineal, all of these things. But we see that there is still a problem with remaining in and near and amongst the matrix system. That the matrix takes a toll on our lives, takes a toll on our psyche, and the people who constantly associate with the matrix often bring back these feelings. Being unsettled and unsilent and unpeaceful with themselves. So by interacting with an unpeaceful system, they bring war unto their own community members, and we cannot have that. So, now that we have somewhat of a root in a place that we can begin to have a settlement that's near the matrix, that still has some of the connections and the attachments and the old what do you call it, conveniences. Now we are also looking and gathering those people that are willing to go where there is no jurisdiction, right? We're looking for those people that are willing to go to places that are, again, beyond where anyone has searched. So I'm thinking Azores, maybe some places in Morocco, and different things like this, so that we can open a portal, we can open a channel for the free nations. And again, get ready for the next stage of the Exodus. Because again, we need to have a plan, a contingency plan. We need to have a plan B. And so if you're one of the people that feel that you are absolutely free, not conditionally free from someone or something, if you are absolutely free and you're not just covering up your addictions, covering up your dependencies with with something else or another, if you're willing to start from the bottom, if you're willing to risk it all, these are the people I want to contact me for the second stage. For the first stage, if you're, again, an alkaline electric person, if you're someone that is willing to live healthy and stop putting acid in the system, again, you're welcome to come and live with us and stay with us and work with us with the communities that already exist, right? The communities that are already here. But this video is dedicated, again, to now the second part, the second stage, which is going to lands that have not been, to walk the path that has not been tread before, right? And again, to become wayfinders, path makers, and to again pioneer and go forth where no man has gone before. So again, I'm thinking Azores because it seems that it's very hard for uh, governments to control islands, and especially if volcanoes are constantly producing more land. How can you suddenly claim this land so quickly, right? So if you know how natural law works, and if you know how it's not about ownership and it's not about right of use or person of interest or all this kind of stuff, if you fence in a land that is unmaintained, right? Uh, that is being unmanaged, the land, you become the guardian of that land. Now it's a little bit hard to do this if everyone owns property everywhere. So in stage one, we're at properties where benefactors open and receive us with open arms. But now again, we got to think ahead. As the free people, if you're truly free, you're free from everything, which means again that you don't need anything. And if you don't need anything, you can always create something new. And that's where the true strength and power lies, not in being attached to previous settlements, but to be able to settle and conquer, for a lack of a better word, in an unviolent sense, go out and master nature and the wild. So again, this is a call to those that are ready to enter the wild, that are ready to enter lands that have not been tread before, that are ready to enter the parts of their psyche that maybe they're not even ready to face just yet. So if you're a person that's willing to be uncomfortable, again, let's do this. Whether it's Azores, whether it's Morocco, let's go places where people are not. And in doing so, let's, especially I'm thinking Azores, let's plant a crap ton of these fruits on this good soil. Let's find thermal waters, volcanoes, whatever it is. Let's live like children again. You know, let's be young again. Let's you know get rid of all this emotional attachment and emotional pain, and go right into it, really, and battle with the elements, and eventually not battle at all, because really it seems the most natural thing to do. I think the most unnatural thing to do is to keep going to the matrix, is to keep living by the matrix. The most natural thing to do is to be wild, so to be untamed, to be unleashed. So let's unleash the kraken. So that's what I'm thinking. Taking sandbags, taking barbed wire, uh, maybe some plaster, maybe some lime. We're finding materials as such, uh, at these uninhabited places, and or again, bringing sandbags and barbed wire to there and start to build these cheap, sustainable, uh, indestructible homes, starting villages, starting communities, starting to plant on all the rich soils. Because again, where man has not been, usually the soil has not been depleted, right? And yeah, just going behind the river, right? Or going behind the waterfall and entering El Dorado. So there's that. But again, if you're not ready for that stage, contact me. We have a community here. We're going to start working with Pineal when they open in April. Uh, again, Christos and Renata are going to do their own thing. We got an RKX community over in Morocco that's about to start up. So lots of options, lots of avenues. But again, this is for the raw and the rugged, right? The people who want to see fresh lands and who want to start from the bottom. So, and forage and do all this stuff in the beginning. Maybe even do a lot of fasting in the beginning, because we will have to probably wait for cultivation and all these things. So yeah, I'm so excited. This is the next stage beyond tenting, right? To leave all the worldly desires and the worldly needs behind. So wild, rugged, raw. I'll end it there. So whoever's ready, let's go. Let's fly.